Good evening. Sorry if I seem a bit flustered. I've just witnessed a murder. There was a gang, a rush, an ambush. You'll realise, of course, that what I've seen is a large group of crows, then elks, poachers and tigers. We're talking collective nouns. If I'd seen a real murder, I wouldn't be here. I'd be talking to a sleuth of bears. Anyway, better crack on, because many of you will be thinking that maintaining this conceit is an utter implausibility of gnus. Here are some other groups. On my right, Anthony Martinelli, an NHS doctor who investigated the effect of cannabis products on the arteries of a rat. Maggie Huang, a PhD candidate who's written an essay entitled Why So Many Sperm. And their captain, Sophie Lovick, a junior doctor who fell into Stephen Hawking's lap while exiting the ladies' loos. All medics working for the NHS, they are the scrubs. Last time, Sophie, you had a great show, a 10-point wall, and knocked out some fellow medics. But I think you were glad because it meant you didn't have to change your shift.
Yes, quite. But it means that I finished nights yesterday morning.
I wish you luck this evening. This time you are facing, on my left, Chris Thorpe, a journalism graduate who lost control of his donkey while on holiday in Greece. Rachel Scott-Halls, an Earth Sciences graduate who attempted to run between every Northern Line station on the London Underground but broke her jaw after 2 minutes. And their captain, Catherine Drum, an educational technologist who dislocated her kneecap on a dance floor. All current and former employees of the City University of London Library. They are the Librarians. Catherine, with your history, it's lucky we've got some doctors on standby. And this is actually a rematch. These teams have met before. What happened last time?
Last time it got down to a tiebreaker, and luckily we just managed to clinch it on that.
Let's kick off. Your opponents won the toss, but they've elected to put you in first. So please choose an Egyptian hieroglyph.
Lion, please.
Lion. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
I don't think. No, should we go for another? Next, please.
I don't know the beat state.
Next, please.
25.
Are they all called the same thing? I don't know. Maybe all got the same.
I'm thinking naked.
We'll go for the last one. Next, please.
I've never seen Blazing Saddles.
I've seen Blazing Saddles, but
I don't know.
it's a long time ago. That you were just cut.
Yeah.
They're all called Brian.
They are not all called Brian, so a possible bonus chance for you, Scrubs.
Are they all naked?
I mean, they're not all naked. In fact, I would say none of them is naked, apart from maybe the cats. No, you're closer, because it is to do with names, but not Brian. They do all have the same name. 25 of Andy Warhol's cats were called Sam. The residents of Rock Ridge and Blazing Saddles, all called Johnson, presumably sort of joke about kind of small town breeding. Waiters at the Beefsteak Club are all referred to as Charles, and the idea is the sort of men who call all women darling, you know, so you don't have to remember the individual names. And this cricket match, these was two cricket teams playing in Bradford, where all 22 players had the surname Patel. Yorkshire LPS, it's a team that's predominantly for the Patidar community, and the club secretary, Ishi Patel, said, often we've met this team before, and there have been 21 Patels lining up against each other, but on this occasion, our regular wicketkeeper, who is not called Patel, had to go to London for work. Scrubs, what would you like?
A horned viper, please.
OK, what is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
6 to 8 stars. 6 to 8. So we've got Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, and Star.
And that's 4, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, so Saturn.
I think.
Yeah.
Yes. Next, please. No. 6 to 8.
Not saying much. We've not.
Next, please.
2, 3, 4, 5. It's the number of numbers in the letter, isn't it? Numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Next.
Next. Maggie?
Oh, sorry. So there are, the first number represents the number of letters there are in the top word, and oh no, it doesn't work out.
I'm afraid it doesn't. Librarians, your chance for a bonus now.
I think if you take The letters of the thing above it, it spells out the thing below it. So the months, you would have... it spells out Jason. So
I think you've got it. That's
can't
exactly right. We are looking for letters to spell out something at the bottom, but it is that. So the planets 6 to 8 away from the sun, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune spell sun, S-E-N-T, the beginning of 7, 8, 9 and 10. And the rainbow colours, what are they?
Roy Orbison.
Roy Orbison, exactly so. Described by Elvis Presley as the greatest singer in the world, R-O-Y, Roy, the big O. Well done, so you get the bonus and the chance to choose a question. What would you like?
Twisted Flax.
The Twisted Flax. It's the music question. You'll be hearing your clues. What do they have in common? Here's the first.
Well, I ask ya, what a way to treat a guy. What a way to cheat it.
I know as well, but I can't remember what it is. Next, please. Next, please. Don't
2 seconds.
Songs about other singers.
Not it. I think you recognise the last one. It's a tricky one, this. Do you know,
Food products,
Scrubs?
good food products.
Food products.
I see.
Sadly.
You all knew American Pie at the end there. It is the names of the artists that are the key factor here. So we've got Don McLean,
Rivers.
Terence Trent D'Arby, Rivers. We also heard from D.C. Lee, and the first one, Eden Kane. Well, I ask you, the names of the performers contain the names of British rivers. What would you like next, Scrubs?
Eye of Horus, please.
The Eye of Horus. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Him and her, okay, it's gonna be-
Next, please.
No, I don't know.
Anything about the letters? No. Do you want
Can't see another one.
Next, please.
Barney. Like Barney the dinosaur? Or Barney
Bit there.
from...
Could these be characters in something?
Could.
Or
Should we-
is Lewis Brown
another?
like Charlie Brown's dad or something? These parents of cartoon characters. Should we see another one?
Next, please.
Bo and Sunny. Again.
Bo Peep?
We better both.
I don't think.
The parents of comic strip characters.
Yeah, that's a very good guess. You could imagine they absolutely could be, but no. Librarians, do you know?
Cousins.
I mean, in a way, they probably are cousins, but in a way, aren't we all cousins, really? We're all cousins. I'm surprised you don't know Bo and Sunny. They are the dogs that belong to President Obama.
Obama, yes.
First dogs, him and her, the beagles of Lyndon B. Johnson. Lewis Brown, the Afghan hound of Jimmy Carter. Barney and Miss Beasley belong to George Bush, George W. Bush, Scottish Terriers, Bo and Sunny. Do you know what sort of dogs, Bo and Sunny?
Portuguese water spaniels, is it?
That sort of thing. Portuguese water dogs. Why do you think we didn't do a sequence question about first dogs? Why couldn't we have a sequence?
Donald Trump didn't have any pets.
That's right, Donald Trump doesn't like dogs.
Yeah.
GQ magazine said, in Trump's tiny mind, dogs are venal and treacherous creatures. The funny thing is that there are things wrong with dogs, but treachery is generally not one of them. The big thing about dogs, untreacherous, is one of the first adjectives you'd reach for. Librarians, what would you like?
Water, please.
Water. This is going to be the picture question. What connects these clues? Here's the first.
Is that someone from...
Someone on it.
Okay, yeah. Next, please. Which one's that? Is that Macmillan or Dillon?
Yeah.
So, next, please. Emma Chamberlain? Have we got other... Are they all Chamberlains? No, his wasn't Chamberlain. Next, please. Phil Collins. Phil Collins, Emma Chamberlain.
That's Chambers. It's not Chambers. It's Chambers. Emma Chambers.
Emma Chambers.
2 seconds.
Chris, anything?
Dictionaries.
Is the right answer. Well done, Chris. You pulled that out the bag at the last minute. Who are we looking at?
It's Phil Collins and Emma Chambers.
Yeah.
And
Do you know who that is a clue to?
No.
It's Harold Macmillan.
Oh, it was Macmillan.
It was Macmillan.
Macmillan. And the first one, Beth Webster from the Eggheads, shown here, of course, in a more important quizzing appearance. She was a contestant on Only Connect. Scrubs, one question remains. The two reads, what is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Treaties, I don't know. It could be something from political
Next,
history.
please.
Oh, these are all written
in mirror.
backwards, aren't they?
Written in mirror.
In mirror writing. Do you want to see
go with
another one,
that?
or should we go? I think try
another one.
for it. Yeah, or written in a code, and then if push say mirror writing, I think. Oh yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm not sure. Do you want to see another one?
Next, please.
That's
Is that-
The Shining,
So it could be
but I'm not
mirror,
any
yeah.
more sure or less sure. Mirror images.
Are they all mirror writing?
Yes, they are. You're
Sorry,
off the blocks and up to 2 points. Very well done. What can you tell me about the clues we're looking at?
That they're all written in mirror writing?
Yes, well, you knew about Leonardo da Vinci. He wrote forwards if he intended something to be read, but his personal notes he wrote backwards. And Matteo Zaccolini, have you heard of him?
Sounds like a political theorist from the 17th century.
He's not really politics, but a theorist certainly. Wrote a treatise on colour, and he wrote that in mirror writing, possibly as a tribute to Da Vinci. A door in the Overlook Hotel,
That's
where's
The
that
Shining.
from? The Shining, and that's right, and it says red rum over a door. I think one of the letters is the right way round, but it's murder backwards, very spooky, and the front of an ambulance, of course. Why is that in mirror writing?
So you can see it in your mirror when you're driving?
Exactly so. So if something roars up behind you that's all yellow and green and going Nino, Nino, you're not sure what it is, you can have a look and you know it's an ambulance. Well done. That means at the end of round one, the Scrubs have 2 points, the Librarians have 2 points. And now it's time for round two. Librarians, you'll be going first again. What would you like?
Eye of Horus.
OK, the Eye of Horus, you'll be seeing the first in a series of clues. What would you expect to come forth? Time starts now.
Next, please.
So the one was the only one that come on with games in 2019.
Or was it that
What's the sequence?
I don't know.
We have another one. Next, please.
Women's Rugby Union 2019.
Is it the order of finals or something?
Right,
No,
no
just
idea,
me.
just
First Manchester City 2020. No, first Liverpool 2020.
Hello.
Oh, Chris.
First Liverpool 2020, men's team 2020.
I don't think we can take that. Scrubs, do you know for a bonus?
First men's cricket one-day international team 2019.
That's it, or just first men's cricket 2019. What's the sequence?
This is performance of English teams at World Cups in 2019.
It's World Cup finishing positions. So well done, you get the bonus point and your own question. What would you like?
Horned Viper, please.
OK, what would come forth in this picture sequence?
Oh, sorry.
Here's the first.
Brain.
Next,
Can't take
please.
more than that. Brain.
Start.
Is it on your marks?
Ready, on your marks.
Or is it get set? Brains. Next, please.
Basket.
Basket case.
Basket case.
Oh, is it Green Day albums or something?
So,
Basket
yeah.
case was a Green Day album.
So it's brain race basket case. Is this a word or like a phrase?
Basket case.
This is a song, isn't it? Lyrics in a song.
Windows.
Oh, this is from the Breakfast Club. A brain athlete, a basket case, or
2
a
seconds.
princess. Or, yeah. Is it a princess?
It is a princess. We're looking here at lovely Princess Charlotte. What's going on?
These are the people in the Breakfast Club in the closing monologue.
Exactly so. Each one of us is a brain, an athlete, a basket case, a princess, and
A dropout.
a criminal.
Criminal.
I'm glad you got that. I thought I was going to have to shout, "Don't you forget about me." I was going to shout with my fist in the air. Librarians, what would you like?
Lion.
Lion, what would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
X. Next, please. Ash. A. Oh, is it Elon Musk's child?
Yes.
But I don't know what the end is. Was
It's
it
got a 12,
was it Epsilon or something at the end?
maybe.
Should we
Go on. Get the next one.
next, please. I don't remember what that. Was it a number? Wasn't it like 12, 17, 12?
But it's XII.
Should we just say 12? 12?
Is the right answer. And why?
We think this is the name of Elon Musk's child.
That's right. It is the child of Elon Musk and Grimes. You remind me how it's pronounced?
I don't think even they know.
Well, they certainly don't agree. She says it's XAIA12, and he says no, the second character is pronounced Ash, so it would be X-A12. Scrubs, what would you like?
Twisted flax, please.
Twisted flax, what would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Was it Shakespeare?
Could be. No. Next, please.
Yeah, the odds of
So this
March.
could be-
It's not an April face, is it?
What's before March? February. No, that. Oh, it could be a February face. Next, please. Okay, so
August? July? Like a summer thing?
April when they were, December when they were. So something that's May.
It's May?
Yeah, what's May?
May, so a Shakespeare quote with May.
Darling
Darling
buds
Buds
of
May, yeah, try that.
Darling buds of blank.
Is an acceptable answer. Very well done. What's happening here?
The blanks are successive months, so I assume it's a February face. The Ides of March, men are April when they woo, December when they wed.
That's right. We're missing a sequence of months in what?
Shakespeare.
In quotes from Shakespeare. You have such a February face so full of frost, of storm and cloudiness from Much Ado About Nothing. Do you know where the other quotes are from?
Well, we know the Ides of March
Is
Julius Caesar.
Julius Caesar. Men are April when they woo, December when they wed. That's As You Like It. And Rough Winds Do Shake the Darling Buds of May is a sonnet. Back to you, librarians, for a choice.
Water, please.
Water. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
No idea.
Next, please. Next, please.
120.
That's 11 times 11, isn't it?
Yeah.
But, so 100, but in brackets, what? 10? Should we just say that?
Yeah.
100 and in brackets 10.
Is the right answer. You seem uncertain. What do you think is happening here?
Maths.
It's definitely maths. I'll tell you what's signified by the number in brackets. It's bases. So 100 in base 7 is 202, in base 8, 144, in base 9, 121, and of course in base 10, 100. So you gave me the right answer, even if you found your own scenic route to get there. Well done. Back to you, Scrubs, for the last question of the round. 2 reads left there again. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Academy Award Father. Oscars.
I guess it's Oscar, yeah.
Oscars. Father.
Next, please.
Canadian province lover.
Was the province is Prince Edward or Newfoundland?
Okay, yes. So next, please.
Mountain range.
That's
dance.
Appellation, isn't it?
Appellation.
So what have we got here?
Oscar. Are they mountain ranges? Canadian province.
Prince Edward, so who's Edward married to?
I don't know. You're like a buzz.
Prince Anne. Prince Anne? Princess Anne.
Princess Anne would not work in that sequence, I'm afraid. Librarians, do you know?
No idea.
We've got costume winner. This is our old friend, the NATO alphabet. Academy Award, Oscar, Father Papa. Oscar Papa, Quebec, Romeo, Sierra Tango. Next would be Uniform Victor. And I'm trying to think, could you say that a princess is in a way a uniform? Is Anne a victor, a winner of something? But I've decided no. We needed something that meant Uniform Victor for UV in the NATO alphabet. That means at the end of round 2, the librarians have 6 points, the Scrubs have 7. And on we go to the connecting wall. Scrubs, you chose to go second in the early round, so you can go first now. Would you like lion or water?
Lion, please.
OK, you have 2.5 minutes to solve the lion wall, starting now.
Okay.
So vervet, we've got monkeys, vervet, spider, TT.
Are these all characters played by Anthony Hopkins, Pope Benedict,
King Lear.
King
Hannibal,
Lear.
probably King Lear.
Yeah.
Shall I start trying some of
Yeah,
those things?
So why don't we try with the monkeys since
Yeah.
you know that and we'll have to keep
TT,
looking.
capuchin, spider, and vervet.
Yes, possibly.
Okay, potentially
We're gonna go
oxeye.
painted monkey.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
painted monkey
Yeah.
works as well. Pope Benedict, who do you think that is, Anthony?
Pope Benedict, Anthony Hopkins. Pope
Okay,
Anthony
sure.
Hopkins.
All right. So
And so
Odin is as well, isn't he?
We've got mythical
Yeah.
old people potentially. Have we got one-eyed people
Diana.
potentially?
Not sure who Shasta is.
That was not working very well.
Oh, Odin is Anthony Hopkins as well. So
He
Odin
is,
with
yeah.
that group.
Okay, did you say Benedict?
King Lear,
King
Hannibal,
Lear.
and try plus or minus one.
Methuselah and so.
Benedict without
Good.
the,
So painted woman, painted
okay.
Spider-Man.
Shall I try it with Shasta? Or,
Yeah. So,
okay.
Is TT also the name of that director?
no, I can't
No.
see that.
Okay, so
Lollipop Lady, Lollipop Man, Painted Lady, Lollipop Lady.
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Any others?
Shasta maybe,
No.
or
Spider Lady,
Spider Lady.
Is that thing?
possibly.
Dunno,
Try-
Lady
try-
Diana?
TT.
Did I just try
What's ox eye? Have we got any other parts of the body? We've got
body,
eye,
we've got-
ear in King Lear, eye in ox eye.
Nose and bottlenose.
Nose and bottlenose.
And
chin.
Chin and capuchin.
Okay,
so
all right.
it's
So now let's do the monkeys. Spider, vervet.
just the monkey could be
Yeah.
the thing, couldn't it?
Okay.
Let's try those, and then we've got Methuselah,
Okay.
Odin, Hannibal, and maybe Pope Benedict.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
and
okay,
then
let's do that
Diana,
then.
Lollipop, Spider, Painted.
No.
Okay.
So that's not going to be a monkey. Motionless lady?
5 seconds.
Vervet, quickly.
Perfect.
No, that's it. That's your 3 lives. The wall has frozen, but you found 2 groups. What about the connections starting oxeye?
These all end in parts of the body.
They do. Eye, ear, chin, nose at the ends of the words. And the next group starting Methuselah.
Played by Anthony Hopkins.
All roles played by Anthony Hopkins. And you can get points for the connections in the groups you didn't find, so let's resolve the wall. There we go. Lollipop, Painted, Michaelmas, Shasta.
Lady?
They are daisies. Michaelmas daisy, Lollipop
makes more
daisy,
sense.
and so on. Oxeye was the red herring for that group. And the last one, Diana, Spider, TT, Vervet.
Monkeys. Monkeys?
They are the monkeys. That's it. So you found 2 groups and you gave me 3 connections. That's a total of 5 points. Let's bring in their opponents now, give them the other wall and see how they get on. Librarians, you have 2.5 minutes to solve the water wall. Starting now.
Tim Vine,
Vine,
David, David Vine, David Dimbleby,
Is there a Tim Ross? That sounds familiar.
Def Jam Records, Rough Trade,
Oh, okay.
Motown Records,
Def Jam,
Atlantic, Apple,
Apple, Atlantic. Okay, Rough Trade and Def Jam, I think, have to be. So Apple, Atlantic. There we go. Okay.
David Dimbleby, David Vine,
Yes.
David Van Tulliken. Is he a
Oh no, he's
doctor?
Zan Van
Are they
Tulleken.
two?
He's the
What's
doctors,
his
isn't he?
twin's name?
I can't remember.
I don't think it's David.
So Attenborough,
David
David.
Vine Dimbleby.
Vine, Dimbleby.
No,
Or
David.
Ross.
Just try
Oh,
some Davids.
Whittlesey, Amundsen, Ross, and Edward. They all their Arctic Seas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'll try the Davids again.
Yeah. So,
Dimbleby,
is it
Edward.
David Ross?
Ronald. So it's Motown. Town. Oh, Town, City, Ward,
Where's
and
Ward? Edward.
Borough.
Yeah.
Motown, City.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Excellent.
So Van Tulleken, Whittle, Ross, Amundsen. Should we try? No. David Davis, David
it-
Vine, David Dimbleby,
And then
Berlin.
David Van Tulleken. Is he?
I don't know.
Sure, I'll try that one.
1 life left.
Oh,
So-
maybe it's not. Is
So
it?
you-
Vine, Dimbleby, Davis,
I think Ross.
Ross. Okay.
That's not it. That's your 3 lives. The wall has frozen. But you found 2 groups very quickly. And what about the connections? Atlantic, Apple, Rough Trade, Def Jam.
They're all record companies.
They're music labels. That's right. And the next group starting Tenacity.
They all have. They have city, town, ward, and borough.
That's right. They have conurbations at the ends of the words. And you can get points for the connections in the groups you didn't find. So let's resolve the wall. There we go. Davis, Amundsen, and so on.
I think they're all Antarctic seas.
Antarctic seas named after explorers, that's right. And the last group, Vine, Dimbleby, and so on.
All Davids?
They are not Davids. They're brothers. They're all brothers. Jeremy Vine and Tim Vine, David and Jonathan Dimbleby, the Van Tilliken brothers, and Jonathan Ross and his brother Paul. But you found 2 groups and you gave me 3 connections, so that's a total of 5 points. Let's have a look at the overall scores. The Librarians have 11 points, the Scrubs have 12. And of course, the first time you all met, it went to a tie break. Let's try to avoid that kind of stress this evening if we can. Good luck, teams. Fingers on buzzers. I can tell you that the first group of disguised clues are all creative works associated with people called Turner. Librarians.
What's love got to do with it?
From Tina Turner. Scrubs.
The Fighting Temeraire.
JMW Turner. Librarians.
Body Heat.
Well done, that's Kathleen Turner. Scrubs.
Blue Peter.
Lovely, Anthea Turner. Next category, good luck. It's 15-letter words containing every vowel once. Librarians.
Grandiloquently.
Correct. Scrubs.
Hyperfunctional.
Yes, it is. Scrubs.
Unsportsmanlike.
Well done. Don't know this one. It's neuropsychiatry. Next category, actors who have played butlers and the films in which they buttled. Scrubs.
Michael Caine and The Dark Knight.
Yes, it is. Librarians.
Jim Carter and Downton Abbey.
Lovely. Librarians.
Dirk Bogarde and The Servant.
Yes, it is. That last one, Robin Williams and Bicentennial Man. I can tell you that it isn't a tie-break. There is a winner, but it's very close, finishing with 17 points and through to the next round of the competition. It's the Scrubs. Very well played. Librarians, you finish on 16, just 1 point behind. I'm so sorry. You have been brilliant and you just nearly clinched the deal. But no, thank you so much for playing. Scrubs, we'll be seeing you again later in the competition. Very well done, well played. And thank you for watching. We're all off now for the annual Only Connect Sports Day gathering. It's not the actual sports day, that was this afternoon. But as usual, we all turned up with notes from our parents excusing us from doing it. And as usual, they all turned out to be forged and not from our parents. So now we've all got detention. 2 hours in the library, not allowed to get up from our desks. It's the highlight of our year. Good night.